Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TBO. Dan's in charge. Here he goes.
Well, that is a introduction, to say the least. Yeah, so for some reason I've been put on this one. I don't really know why, and apparently I'm not doing the introduction. So I am Dan, this is Danny. Welcome to Totally Broken Opinions, or the big one. I forgot if we're changing the name yet.
We haven't officially.
Was that a leak? Well, there you go.
Spoil it. Well, this is why I don't let you host this. Leaking all our private changes and shit. No, it's coming eventually. We are changing the name.
Yeah, well, you know what we're like on this channel. I think the jingles have been in the work for 2 years.
Yes. Our other logos, everything.
Yep, the logos as well. Forgot about those.
Yep. But this is not why we're here. We're meant to be talking positive things, Dan. Or that's
Yes,
what you told
because
me.
let's be honest, I think everything we cover in TFE nowadays, about 75% of it is quite negative. And I think there's a lot of
I don't find negative things.
I think there's a lot of negative news going on right now. You know, we've got the war in Ukraine, monkeypox, having another epidemic or something, possibly.
School shootings in America.
School shootings in America. There's a lot of bad news, and I think, well, this week I watched a video from Kurzgesagt, which I think you watched before.
I watched the channel. I don't know which one specifically you watched. So
Yeah, so the one I'm talking about is the climate change one. So they released a video a couple months ago, but I only watched it this week, where they talked about how climate change is finally showing some progress and some positive news, where due to a recent report, I think in April, there has been a change in the foreseen future, where originally it was 4 degrees temperature increase, but now it's 3.5 degrees. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but that changes from it being completely apocalyptic to being just bad.
yes.
Which seems like, negative, but that is good considering scientists thought originally we would be extinct by 2100.
Yeah.
So that's positive, right? And the trouble with the news media is negative news stories, they create...
They will negative news story.
They will... Okay, honestly, this is why you shouldn't let me host these shows, right? Thank you. Anyway,
Keep going. Keep going.
you
You were doing so well. Keep
ruined my
going.
train of thought.
Bad news gets clicks. Good news doesn't. There you go.
Yes, that's correct, right? So, the media likes to circle bad news. So it's good to focus on the hope and the good news for once, which is what we're doing today. So I have gone on to the uplifting Reddit and just general news I found recently over the past year that I think is good to talk about, that we have missed, I didn't know about.
I will so crushingly destroy it all.
Yeah, so let's first off, while we're on the topic, go into climate change, because yes, things are making a change. For example, recently the Netherlands had their first 2 days straight of 100% renewable energy.
Yeah.
And so did California as well. California was powered 100% from renewable energy.
Yeah, we covered that in TFE.
We did cover that, but it's good, right?
Yeah, it's possible. Like everyone says it's impossible, but it's possible.
Yeah, and
The
also
possible is possible.
nuclear fusion has reached its next milestone. People think there may be a nuclear reactor in place by 2030, which has
Don't
been the
say
shortest
nuclear.
prediction time frame they've ever had, of 8 years. Normally it's 20 years. It's constantly 20 years, but it's now 8 years.
Explain what a nuclear fusion reactor is for those who don't know.
Current nuclear power is nuclear fission, which is the splitting of uranium cells, and that releases energy, and it also releases another particle called a neutron, and neutrons crash into more uranium cells, and it causes a chain reaction, right? Now that can cause a bomb and explode, and why nuclear is highly dangerous. It also creates an exceptional amount of nuclear waste you can't get rid of. However, it is reliable, and you can use it to make a grid reliable, so you can always have energy. As you need that. You need that power, right? You can't have a country powered solely on renewables.
No.
Even if you have it on batteries, that's a dangerous game, because at the end of the day, if you just have a bad month of weather of just complete clouds, no wind, then what are you going to do about it?
Be positive. Send positive vibes.
Exactly. So that's why you need to have these nuclear reactors. And it's happening, right? Nuclear fusion's happening, which is very, very good. But
It's safer.
It is safer. It is. I follow the news of fusion a lot, right? They just invented a new technology. Well, not invented a new one, but it's been around for a while. I can't remember the First Light fusion. They've got a different way of doing it from most other companies. So previously, scientists thought you had to. Or here's an interesting fact, by the way, while we're on the topic of fusion reactors. When the fusion reactor is turned on, it is the hottest part of our solar system. Well, not sorry, of the galaxy, the Milky Way.
Right.
Because it has to be so hot to collide the particles together. It's hotter than any sun. I think it's like 15 million degrees. It's insane. And which is why it's so hard to make them profitable.
Yes, keep going.
And make it have a larger energy output than input. However, this First Light fusion company, they've used a different style. So instead of heating it from lasers and compressing it into one area, they fire a projectile down into a cell cube. And then this releases the energy out into a water chamber and creates steam and turns a turbine. And the first thought is this actually does produce a significant more energy out than in. Now, they haven't proven this yet. They haven't measured the energy, but it is thought to. And I think they would estimate to combust 30 a fuel cell every 30 seconds. And I'm not sure that...
Oh, that's cool.
Which one's that?
They started... They used... So, I've Googled your company, First Light. First Light journey to a new method of fusion started in nature with the pistol shrimp. The pistol shrimp has an oversized claw, which can click shut at a very high speed. The motion is so fast that it launches a shockwave into water and stresses it so much that it rips apart and forms a bubble. The shockwave and the bubble interact and the bubble collapses just as quickly as it forms. The vapor inside is heated to the tens of thousands of degrees and emits a bright flash of light.
Yep, and that's the exact same thing. That's exactly what they're doing for this. It's just creating that short instance of heat energy to fuse the particles together and then create energy. However, I know on the topic of positives, there is a slight problem with this, which is there is no fuel source, or there's very little fuel source for this. And the most viable place to get the fuel source is the moon.
The great space race to the moon.
Yeah, so we may actually start to see moon excavation sites.
After we colonize Mars. Wink, wink, wink.
I think it'd be much more sooner for us to have moon excavation sites.
No. Elon Musk's making us colonize Mars first.
I think there's
He's going to buy Twitter and then forces
it. Is there not?
Well, no, probably. Are we going back to the moon? Hey, that's the second search thing after are we going into lockdown? Going back to the moon in 2024.
Yeah, look at that, 2 years.
There we go.
So, people may have the chance to get a job on the moon.
One day.
One day. And to be honest...
Only the young. All the old won't be able to, but the young.
Would you ever want to go work on the moon?
For a bit. If they sort artificial gravity out, then maybe.
It probably wouldn't be artificial gravity.
Then no. I'd do it for a bit, and then I'd go home. Because your bones and everything get atrophied.
Well, you grow taller.
Yeah, but once you come back to Earth, you go back down.
Yeah, but you can feel great for...
It's like when you wake up in the morning, you're also taller.
That is true. Always measure yourself in the morning.
Yeah. Measure your cock in the morning as well.
Yes. And to be honest,
it'll always be long.
The topic of working...
Oh. I thought you were going to have some positive news about dicks, Dan.
I don't have positive news about that gender.
Okay.
Yes, anyway, talking about working weeks. I don't know if you've been aware, but the UK has started trialing 4-day working weeks.
Yes, I did see that.
Yes, and there's multiple different countries that have done this. Notably, Belgium has officially approved 4-day working weeks.
Yes.
And there's multiple different health benefits to this. The whole idea behind it is to have increased mental health. As working for 5 days straight and having a weekend off isn't enough. Most people find
2 days isn't a recovery period because you spend the first day catching up on sleep and stuff like that, and doing all the chores that you couldn't do because you were working, and then the next day is the exact same thing.
Yeah. So your Saturday you spend recovering from work, and your Sunday you spent preparing for work. So there's this idea of doing a 4-day working week. Now, I think the idea of this is that there's actually longer working days for the other 4 days.
Yeah, I think it's the same, isn't it?
I think there's 2 days. I think the trial at the minute is longer working days. So you spend 40 hours over 4 days instead of 5 days.
Right. 10-hour days then.
10-hour days, yeah. So yeah, what do you think of this? Would you do a 4-day working week? And if you did do it, which day would you have off? Would you have off a Friday? Or would you have off a Wednesday?
See, I would prefer if I got to choose what days I'd go in, because I would work over the weekend and do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Because if everyone else is doing a normal work week, which is like Monday to Thursday, then I'd be able to actually go and do stuff without people.
Well, unfortunately, most companies like to have everyone in at the same time. So the question...
Yeah, I know.
The question means you have to have Saturday, Sunday off, right? So which day do you have off? Do you have off a Wednesday or do you have a Friday? Or do you have another day? What would you pick?
I would do Friday because I don't like the idea of doing 2 days, then 1 day, then 2 days, then 2 days.
Yeah, well, so there is some scientific research into this, and majority of them seem to suggest having a Wednesday off.
I know why. It's because Wednesday is the hump day, where it's the worst day.
Yeah, so essentially you would never have a hump day.
Essentially,
yeah. So you'd.
But I don't like that idea.
And then that also increases productivity for workload as well. So you're more likely to do more work on a Monday, Tuesday, and more work on a Thursday, Friday because you've not got a hump day. I think I would have to try.
Me, I don't think it would work for me because I don't like work. I don't like taking breaks between work. That's why I always book like solid blocks off when I do holidays. I don't like taking 1 days because then I have to go. I don't like working, then relaxing, then working again. If I'm relaxing, I just relax for the whole week. I don't like that idea of work, relax.
It's an interesting one because I've had both, and I think there's positives and negatives to either side. For example, I took a whole month off, and that was, if I'm honest, that was just depressing. I had nothing to do for a month. I think it strongly depends on the work you do and what you do outside of work, which is why I would like to see if this does get introduced for companies to allow their employees to pick their day.
Yeah, maybe.
But hopefully it does. I would like to see it. Yeah, I'm sure you would like to see it as well, right?
I wouldn't mind if you get paid the same and then doing more days. Yeah, it's fine. Like 10-hour work weeks are fine, or 10-hour days. It's not that bad. I don't know. We'd have to see. What's your next one, Dan?
Yeah, so while we're on days off, Spain are supposedly changing things on their annual leave, where women will be allowed to have 3-day leave for their menstrual cycle.
Right.
So
that's good.
Yeah, so do you know, I mean, of course we don't know, we're men, but supposedly.
No.
That's not a good way of saying it. It's not a good way of saying it.
You're talking about yourself or me? Because
I've got to be careful what I say here.
There's a certain subsection of people who will get pissed for you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to be careful here. It's quite difficult dealing with cramps every month, whatever, right? So the whole idea behind this is to allow their employees to have more time off for better relax and be more productive at work. Because I'm sure if you're in pain for 3 days straight, you're not going to do much work.
No.
Or it'd be a lot harder to do work and you won't be so productive. So I think the idea behind this is to increase productivity on other days from having these 3 days off. And this has also been insinuated that it will go to other claims as well. So you will be able to just take random days off occasionally if you need just a break. And it's looking like employee welfare is going to get better over the foreseeable future, as companies will start to give their employees more time off. It won't just be annual leave. You will be able to just take company days or personal days. If you've got something going on at home, they may just allow you to take a day off.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I think that's helpful to everyone.
Yeah. I mean, it does sort of beg the question, like, why has it taken this long?
Because men don't value women.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think Spain's doing a great job at the minute because they've also banned pro-life abortion protests outside of abortion clinics.
Good. Maybe America should take that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Spain seems to be a good place to live at the minute.
Yeah.
Apart from all the other problems they have, but both positives, right?
Yeah, we're doing a positive episode.
It is positive. And finally, on sort of the good for women's rights, is France has made all birth control free for women under the age of 24.
Good. I don't know why it isn't.
Yeah, I know. It was a shock to me too. I was like, how can it not be free?
Like, I think there's the like when you do like go to like sex clinics and stuff like that for like teenagers and things, they give free condoms, but they don't give free tampons and stuff like that.
That's true. Which is
and also there's
weird.
the tampon tax, which is ridiculous. Like,
Has
why
it
the
gone
fuck?
yet? I knew there's.
I don't remember. I'll Google it quickly. But
Yeah, go
I'm
check.
pretty
So
sure
I
we.
knew
I
the
think it's
government was
still
looking into it.
the. This will be an interesting. The tampon tax. There we go. Abolished from today, 1st of January 2021. So that's been good. There's some more positive thing.
There's more positive
Indeed.
news as well. Yeah, which was stupid. I don't know how that was ever a thing.
Again, sexists not like liking women, basically trying to control their bodies.
Yes.
Fucking hell. Apparently, the average American woman will experience 450 periods and pay between $100 and $225 in tampon taxes over half her lifetime.
It's quite a bit.
That's crazy.
Is that just the tampon tax in America?
That's just the tampon tax in America.
Well, what
Like,
about the
just
UK?
for the
Has the UK one gone yet? They're still there.
No. We got rid of it. It's the American still has it, I think.
Americans still have it.
I think. In America. Period products are subject to state sales tax in 30 of 50 US states despite efforts to ban the tax countrywide. Across the European Union, most countries are not allowed to create zero-rated value-added tax on period products and have a 5% minimum tampon tax. Fuck, it's stupid that we have a tax on tampon. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
your
Is.
mother gave birth to you, and you're just gonna have, like, that opinion of women that, nope, my mother needs to pay for tampons because fuck her. Or my sister needs to pay for her tampon. I can get no tax on my condoms.
That it is really stupid.
Yeah.
But you know,
But no,
the world's getting
have to
better.
charge.
It's getting better.
we gotta make women pay for their child and all of that. But men, now you have no responsibility if you knock up a woman or a woman. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so stupid.
Yeah,
Damn,
and
bring something
talking
positive.
about birth. New York has banned the sale of dogs, cats, and rabbits in pet stores, and this is due to the cruelty of bred animals, where they have puppy mills. So they've banned. You can only buy dogs.
Oh,
now.
when you said bread, I thought like actual bread, not like the breeds of dog.
Yeah. No, I mean
I
like
was
bread
like,
as in like
they bred
producing.
dogs to stop bread.
No, but yeah, so the idea is just stop animal cruelty because a lot of animals get
Well,
born
yeah,
into
'cause,
this world just because the owners want
'cause-
money, and then the dogs don't.
Well,
have
it's
a
like
good
the
life.
art world. There's pristine dog types, which I have found ridiculous forever. Because, like, it's like a pug. One of the ugliest fucking dogs in the world is considered a luxury item. But
To be
it
fair,
can't
I do like
breathe.
pugs.
No, they can't fucking breathe, and they're ugly as fuck.
That is true.
Like a
It's quite
poodle.
cool they can't breathe.
Yeah. And they have heart problems, and they die early, and they're just, like, this disgusting little thing. And I feel so bad for it every time I look at one. And I have to, like, resist the urge to punt it across a room.
What?
Because I'm just like, I gotta put this thing out of its misery. That's
Oh
just
dear.
a joke, everyone.
Yeah, and also on topic of animals, the humpback whales are no longer marked as endangered.
That's good. They've been humping a lot.
They have. They've been humping enough.
Is it which? Well, I can't remember what it is. I can't remember if it's a humpback whale. It might be a blue whale. But one whale, because whales communicate by frequency of sound.
Yeah.
There's one type. I think there's one whale in existence that doesn't have a frequency that is registered with other whales, so it's alone forever because no whales can hear it talk.
That's not positive.
I never said it was. I told you I was going to make everything sad.
It's a positive episode. You got big.
You've got to
positive-
combat it by keeping bringing new positive things every time I bring it down.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm going to find the story of this sad, lonely whale whilst you bring...
Here is a news story I don't think you can make negative, which is a small
Search for the loneliest whale in the world. Hang on, keep going.
a small cancer drug trial has seen tumors disappear in 100% of the participants.
It's only one type of cancer, though.
I mean, yes, it is only one type of cancer. However, it's still positive because they've only tested it on
Yes,
that one.
no, it's good. It's fucking great. I honestly, that one's great. There's nothing bad that you can say.
Because this is a...
Getting rid of one type of cancer is good because it can hopefully lead to more types of cancer.
Yes, that research can be adapted. How this drug works is it exposes the cancerous cells to the immune system, so the immune system just kills it naturally.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. So this is all to do with rectal cancer, this type of rectal cancer. And they all had this 9 doses of a dostarlimab. I'm pronouncing that horribly wrong. And yeah, it's a record-breaking moment because no trial has ever seen 100% of the patients cured. But it's progress, right? It means like they're actually.
Okay, I've just learned something really stupid about this sad, lonely whale. Okay, so in 2015, the massively popular K-pop band BTS released Whale in 52, a song about a whale with a low, calm, and lonely voice that can never reach someone else, no matter how hard it shouts. So BTS made a song about this whale. That's so stupid.
Hey, sometimes you gotta help the lonely guys.
So yeah, it is a humpback whale. Fin whale. Oh no, it's fin whales. So it's a type of fin whale. And fin whales normally vocalize primarily in the 15 to 30 hertz range, while this whale vocalizes at the 52 hertz range. So it's over the limits for what the other whales can hear. So no one really registers it. There we go. There's your whale facts news.
Thank you for this. Maybe we should do a TBU episode of just whale news.
I'm putting it on the list of potential ideas.
Let's do it. Also, ransomware has gone down since the Russian sanctions.
Well, that's good.
Which just means that most ransomware is from Russia.
Doesn't surprise anyone.
No, at one point I was like, oh, it's all from Russia. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think, yes, even though this Ukraine war is absolutely terrible, some good things has happened since. The whole Ukrainian solidarity, whole European solidarity together, everyone against Ukraine.
Everyone against Ukraine, yeah?
Oh, for goodness sake. Everyone against Russia.
Dan's a secret Russian spy.
Yeah, do not underestimate me.
Do not try and do a Russian accent. It don't work out well for you.
Yeah, it is correct. It's fine, I'm allowed to do it. No one likes Russia anymore. I won't get cancelled.
Well, the Russians will cancel.
Including every single EU country shut their airspace to all Russian planes.
Mm-hmm.
And also many waxworks museums got rid of their Putin. I remember seeing a Putin label on my dog's poo bin.
Did which football team was it? Chelsea get bought out by anyone so that they're no longer Russian owned?
Unfortunately, yes, they got bought out by a Russian. Not.
Well, shocking.
They got bought out by an American. Sorry.
Well, that's good.
The Tom Brady organization. I think it's American. It sounds American.
Well, Tom Brady's the American, famous football player.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think. So if it was that team, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
California has become the first state to offer free school breakfast and lunch to all students.
Yay. That's good. I don't know why you children have to pay for food.
Well, did you have?
That's what our taxes are for.
Did you have free school meals when you were younger?
Don't think so. I always remember having to paying for lunch.
Yeah, same. I remember having a card that you had to swipe.
Yeah, we got the card. And you had to top it up with cash.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Yeah, and I always had to choose the cheapest shit.
Yeah, I think I mostly had school lunches, but then occasionally I'd have like, let's say chips, but the chips are always bad because there was never any salt or vinegar or anything. It was just plain chips.
I like plain chips.
You're a weirdo.
No, I like a plain chip. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with a plain chip.
There's everything wrong with a plain chip.
No, a plain chip is good. I don't know what's wrong. No.
There's no flavour to it.
It's a chip.
Exactly.
That is the
no
flavour. It's potato. That's the flavour.
Have you ever wanted just to cook a potato and just eat it in your mouth? So like no butter, no nothing. Just to cook a potato and just eat it.
No, but that's because it's not thin and like crispy chip. A block of I don't like baked potato, so no.
You're strange, man.
No, I don't like the skin. I'll eat a baked potato, but I won't eat the skin.
Honestly, you sound like a child.
I am a child. I bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What do you want from me?
Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know who is more fussy eater, you or our friend.
Mike's way more fussy than I am.
That's true. That man, I've never seen him eat a vegetable. Not once in my life.
What about chips?
Oh, he eats chips.
Exactly, that's a vegetable. Get
no,
fucked.
But being like healthy vegetables.
Chips are healthy.
No, they're not.
Air fry.
Still not healthy.
Doesn't matter. Anything can be unhealthy. Depends on what you put on it.
You're not wrong, I suppose.
Cauliflower or cauliflower cheese. It depends on what you coated it. Broccoli or broccoli cheese. Tomato or tomato cheese.
Say tomato cheese.
Carrot or carrot cheese.
That sounds disgusting.
Pineapple or pineapple cheese.
Do you know that actually exists? I didn't find this out until recently.
What's pineapple on pizza?
No, pineapple cheese. Like, you could just have pineapple and cheese on a stick.
Ugh.
That's what I said. Like, that makes no sense. Apparently, it's a common thing in the UK. People used to have.
What?
Back in the 1970s. I was so confused
Get
to
that
find
shit
it
out of the UK history books. Get
because
fucked.
my parents, they did like the Jubilee thing, right? And then
What?
they had like a buffet food, and there was like just pineapple and cheese on a stick, and I was like, "Why is there pineapple and cheese on the stick?" And they were like, "Oh yeah, that's a common thing." I was like, "What? I've never seen this in my life. Why would you want pineapple and cheese?"
Hang on. Pineapple chicken, pineapple chugs. Pineapple cheese is the fourth result. What is this hell? No, it is a thing.
I know it's a thing. It's so weird.
Castello pineapple cheese. Slice it or spread it on top of bread or crackers. Make a light afternoon snack by spreading it on rice cakes. Add it on what? Rice cakes are the worst thing ever.
I have to. I mean,
it's just little sticks of pineapple and cheese. That's gross.
I
Like a
know.
block.
That's what I said.
Ugh. You can just buy pineapple cheese at Aldi or Lidl. Or Tesco. Or Asda. Ugh.
Really, you
Wait,
can buy
Castello
pineapple and
cheese
cheese from
went pregnant. What? Why
What?
is that the fourth search result for pineapple cheese is Castello pineapple cheese when pregnant? Must be a craving of like whip. It's like when we talked about those burgers at Burger King, like for the pregnancy women.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
Yeah, like the pregnancy cravings. So they made burgers and stuff to represent the cravings that women have. What's the weirdest food concoction you've made?
Well, I think we discussed it before, but barbecue Pringles and chocolate.
Oh, I yeah, chocolate and Pringles is good. Like that's a good combination.
Yeah, but it's still weird though. You can't say it's not weird.
Oh no, I know it's weird, but it's a good combination. I think what's the weirdest one?
I mean, I've never tried it, but apparently fries and shakes
Nah.
is a very popular thing. Have you ever tried it?
Well, that's just like the crush 'em things, and then you have like KFC crush 'em and a chips. Nah, I don't like
I never
it.
understood that. Is that actually?
I don't like
good?
soggy food, so
I don't think it would be that soggy because you just dip it like you would ketchup or something.
I don't know if this is weird, but I've had pizza, and then you get bread and you get cream cheese on the bread, and then you fold that around the pizza, and you have a pizza sandwich.
Do you know Papa John's are doing that?
Really?
They're doing pizza sandwiches. Yeah.
Ah, cool. I'm not crazy. A respectable chain of franchises has done what I've done.
Yeah, look it up. Papa John's pizza sandwich.
Papa John's pizza sandwich. It is actually a thing. Oh no, but I'm ooh, hang on. No, there's is like the bread's cooked. I have like cold bread.
Cold bread.
Well, it's just normal bread because it basically it gives you a grip. Because if you have hot pizza, your hands get like you can't hold it for very long, so you have to keep putting it down. Whereas if you have standard just bread wrapped around hot pizza, because I don't like cold pizza.
No, neither do I. I never understood anyone who likes cold pizza.
So you then have it wrapped around that. I get their idea. Their idea works. It's just kind of like it's just two bits of pizza stacked on top of each other to make the thing. But no, I have the bread around the pizza so that it like encases it. So it's you have a grip. It's just like when the guy who made the first sandwich, Earl of Sandwich or whatever it was, because he didn't want to get the grease of the ham on his fingers.
I'm trying to think. There's another pizza I'm trying to think of now. There's like a Cornish
Calzone.
pasty.
Yeah, calzone, isn't it?
That's the one. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's just like you get you get like two bits of bread, and then you put the pizza in it, and then you have a pizza sandwich. A calzone is like the wrapped, like a wrap of pizza. It's just the pizza like ingredients in a wrap, and it's all just folded up on top of each other. I'm not crazy.
No, you definitely are. I mean, we have established that you are crazy.
We have spent like 5 minutes discussing pizza and a sandwich. So.
Well, it's an entertaining conversation, and I would say it's quite positive.
I think so. I want to hear other people's crazy things. I've heard like chocolate and fish, and I'm like, that sounds disgusting. Mainly because I don't like fish.
I mean, I don't think it's that weird, but I used to. I've dipped sausages in honey before.
No, you get honey
Exactly,
sausages.
it's not that weird, but it's kind of a weird thing to do. If that makes sense. Otherwise, I don't think I'm not that experimental. I don't think I'm more methodical.
Pickle juice and peanut butter. Ugh. Butter
That
and
doesn't
sugar
sound good.
sandwich. Nutella and salted chips. Ugh. I don't like Nutella. I don't like nuts. Cream
Well,
cheese
here's
and
something
flaming hot
interesting.
Cheetos. Banana on pizza. That might be worse than pineapple.
That does sound worse than pineapple, because pineapple pizza is
Vanilla
great.
ice cream and soy sauce.
I've got
That's
I've got another news topic here for you, and I think it was
okay,
sparking.
positives.
Huh?
Positive stuff.
It is positive. At least I think it's positive. A restaurant in San Francisco has a no-tip policy, and instead it shares all the profits with the staff and says it won't be hit by the labor shortage.
Is it America?
Or San Francisco.
Well, yeah. Okay, I didn't hear that bit.
Yeah, it's in San Francisco.
So the only American place that won't make you pay for tips to pay their staff.
Yes, which is completely ridiculous thing.
One restaurant in the world of restaurants.
Well, no, but is it not a good thing that
Yeah.
there's that's actually...
I hate the American tipping policy so
I've
much.
agreed with this, right? I've had arguments with people about this because I am determined that I am right by saying it's ridiculous to have to ask a customer for tips.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to have a mandatory tip, you're doing business wrong.
You're underpaying your staff, and you're forcing your staff to be solely reliant on faking positivity, which then makes them mentally scarred for life and depressed because they have to just have this fake attitude to, oh my god, if I'm mean to someone and they're not, that I have to be continuously, even if they berate me and hate me, and I have to be positive. I have to be nice to them because otherwise I won't get money and I won't be able to feed my family or myself. Such a dumb policy. And I hate that the UK is slowly bringing in tipping.
Now, the UK is kind of mix of both. It's like, oh, wait, yeah, we still want to give you a good service, but we're going to make you have a service charge. They won't go to the staff, but we still got to make you charge.
There's a bowling alley where we've been going quite recently, actually, quite a lot, because it's been like there wasn't a bowling alley in our town for ages, and we finally got one again. And so every now and again, it's like a bowling alley bar thing. And so we've been going there recently, and they have the tipping thing. And it's applied automatically when you're on checkout. And it's like, no! And I just slide it back. I'm like, no! I don't know what their service is, and I'm not giving them a tip because fuck that. You're getting paid already. I shouldn't have to cover their tipping service. If they're a good waiter, then I will tip. But you also don't know who that tip goes to because it doesn't give you the person who serves you. So it's just giving the restaurant a tip.
Essentially, it's a scam.
Yeah. I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing that. And any Americans out there who disagree with us, your fucking country's backwards. Your fucking restaurant should pay their staff enough to survive, and then it's an optional extra. People shouldn't have to be solely reliant on tips to be able to pay their way. It's a dumb system. Dan, give us something else positive.
Okay, so there's been multiple news stories about the LGBTQ.
It's
people.
Pride Month.
It is Pride Month, so let's talk about some of that. So Israel has formally banned LGBTQ conversion therapy.
Is that good?
Yes, because originally they had a conversion therapy.
Oh, right, not conversion against it. Like is this the opposite of like?
It's a
trying
therapy
to
that they go, oh, you're not straight, so here, take some drugs and torture you.
Yeah,
to become straight.
yeah, that one. I thought it was like the other one where it was like, yeah, we're stopping you being allowed to convert to be.
No, so yeah, they finally stopped this horrible treatment, which is great. And also, an Indian priest also is fighting to ban conversion therapy in India.
Nice. Good.
Did I say Indian priest?
I think so.
I meant to say Indian prince.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was confused. I was like, oh, okay, the church is coming to fight. That's good.
Yeah.
But it's a prince. Oh, that's
Although I
good.
think there has been some news about priests. Oh yeah, also gay marriage is now legal in Scotland Church.
Hey,
Or
that's good.
churches, I should say.
That's nice. Finally.
Finally, it's actually started to become
Finally!
equal. The society.
Gay people in Scotland could be as miserable as the current straight marriages.
I mean, why would you want to get married in Scotland anyway? That is the true mystery.
Why would anyone want to get married?
Yes.
Yes. Let me tie my life and spend hundreds of thousands of pounds on a shit day that never will live up to the expectations you have as a child, only to then plunge yourself into debt and your family into debt just so that you can have one day dedicated to the love of your life that will fall apart several years later as your children slowly destroy your marriage and your work relationships fall apart. And the cruel lapse of time will make you slowly hate each other.
Okay, yeah. So talking about the San Francisco
Only to then be destroyed by
Can you
the
shut
fact
up?
that all your money is going to the woman that you promised to love for the rest of your life.
Although that's quite an old mentality of marriage, I don't think that's so true in this common day and age. But I think a majority of people get married now. It's a lot more equal.
For a
Than what it
loving
used to be.
relation. Yeah. You don't get married just because that's the thing to do nowadays.
No, people who get married nowadays genuinely want to do it to get
Yeah.
married. They don't.
Which
want...
is why I've never understood
They do it for
why
love now.
people are against gay marriage, because you're not happy in your marriage. Why are you denying someone who actually probably would be happily married? It's like, no, we don't like
I think
that.
it is a nice thing. I just don't understand just the huge ceremonies for having like relatives you don't see. That's what I understand. I think it's quite a nice thing to do, if it's just between the couple or maybe a few close family members.
Yeah, but it's the narcissistic tendencies of people. They must be the center of it. Well, they must be the center
See, I
of
don't want
attention
that.
in front of everyone, and everyone they know. They have to be the center of attention. It's the narcissistic personality of people.
Yeah, so that
it is my day, and I will be the special one on this day.
The reasons why I would invite my parents or loved ones is because I know they would want to attend, not necessarily because I want them there.
Am I invited to your wedding, Dan?
Do you want to go?
I'd go if I'm invited.
No, do you want to go?
I'll go.
No, that's not the question. Do you want to go?
I'll go.
No, that's not the question. Do you want to? And
I don't think it's ever going to happen, so I'll say yes, I do want to go, because then I have finally seen everything in life and I can kill myself.
Oh my god.
I will have seen everything. The day
I mean, I think you're
married,
more likely to get married before that than I am.
I would hope so.
That's harsh.
Well, it's not a competition, but I'd hope I'd get married sometime.
I mean, you're older than me, so you should get married first.
Age is nothing, Dan.
Well,
I know
age is
people
still
who are
something.
married at like 20, so it's a scary one.
Anyway, yes, before you rudely interrupt me, talking about the San Francisco company,
didn't
there's also
rudely,
restaurant. The San Francisco restaurant who offers a no tip policy. Well, there's a restaurant chain in Florida that's doing something similar where they've all increased their employee wages and no longer have a shortage, which does show if you pay your employees well and treat them like human beings, you will not have staff shortages.
Yeah, people won't leave.
It's almost like this is why this is a problem in every catering business, because none of them get treated well.
It's like when we had the delivery driver issue and we weren't paying any delivery drivers any actual fair wages, and so they all just went, no, fuck off, we won't do it. And then we had a massive shortage of lorry drivers because we weren't paying them anything. If you pay people the appropriate amount of money to live, they will actually turn up and want to work. It's like forcing your employees to work for tips isn't a good thing. Like, actually supporting your staff is a good thing.
Yeah. It's common sense, right?
Yeah. Hopefully Amazon will take soon. Oh, that's a positive thing. The first union got accepted in Amazon. Like,
oh, really?
They actually managed. Yeah, they managed to get a union going.
That's good.
Like, so there's an actual union under Amazon, and
Oh,
hopefully
fantastic.
that causes
Maybe
more.
their employee welfare will actually get better.
Yeah, like they actually had a union, and Amazon didn't crush it, and hopefully that causes more unions to actually get approved. And Amazon actually has to start fucking listening to their employees and not making them piss in bottles. What's the next positive thing, Dan?
The don't say gay bill has failed 4-7.
Hey, that's good. Sucks that 4 people.
Yeah, I think that was New Orleans.
Yeah.
So New Orleans?
Aren't they normally gay?
Yeah, it was New Orleans.
Isn't that the gay state or one of them? Where is New Orleans? I never know.
I thought New Orleans was quite open.
Oh, Louisiana. No, Louisiana is gonna be fucking. Yeah, no. I was thinking of a different thing. Nah, Louisiana is one of the states.
Yeah, well, their bill has failed, so they are changing their ways slowly.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Anything else, Dan?
I mean, there's multiple things to go on, right? So you can just go to Reddit, go to news, and find some uplifting news, right? But I think we should end it there.
Find one more.
One more? You want me to find one more?
Find one more positive thing, Dan.
Alright, okay. How stupid do you want me to go?
Huh?
How stupid do you want me to go?
Go as stupid as you can go.
Alright, here we go. Reduced shipping in Alaska has led to happier whales.
Well, we've talked about whales a lot, and so what better way to end than to talk about whales again?
This is the whale special, because we're having a whaling good time.
Okay, hang on. Right, where are they?
I mean, I ruined the joke when I say whaley good time, but...
Okay, here's some facts about whales.
Why are you listing facts about whales?
Because we're doing it. The ending is an end of a whale. So, whales are divided into 2 main groups. There are 2 types of whale. The baleen whales and the toothed whales. Baleen whales, including humpback whales and blue whales, have fibrous baleen plates in their mouth instead of teeth, which help them filter out and consume huge quantities of krill, plankton, and crustaceans. Whereas a toothed whale, such as orcas, beluga, and sperm whales, have teeth which enable them to feed on larger prey, such as fish and squid. All dolphin families, including porpoises, are also classified as whales, as they are more related to their toothed counterparts. That is whale fact 1.
Okay,
Join us
I think that's
when
enough.
we do whale facts
Please
as
stop.
a TBO.
People are going to turn off at this point.
No, they're going to listen to whale facts, and they'll listen to the full episode that we release several months down the line. Whale facts, the fact of whales. Dan, is that all the positive news?
I mean, that's all the ones I'm going to cover.
Do you want to hear the most positive news ever?
What's that?
This podcast episode is ending.
I suppose so. I mean, if you didn't enjoy it, I suppose that's quite positive.
No, because it means people can go and listen to more podcast episodes.
That's true. You can go check us out on our last episode of TFB and our last episode of TBO. What did we do last time on TBO? Marvel Phase 4?
Yeah, what are our thoughts on Marvel's Phase 4?
Ironically, not so positive.
Also, ironically, the one thing I said I might not enjoy, I kind of enjoyed. I kind of enjoyed episode 1 of Miss Marvel.
I'm only about 20 minutes in.
Not terrible. I actually kind of enjoyed it. But we'll save it for maybe a TBonus.
Yeah. So, thank you very much for listening.
Also,
and
the boys
Danny will
is
see us
great.
out because it's his podcast.
It's my podcast show. It's a joint effort, Dan.
No, but it's your one you lead, so.
It's the one I host. Yeah.
Exactly.
But
So you
were
just see
in
us out.
charge. Yeah. But as you hosted it, you should sign us out.
Oh, fine.
Or
right, whatever.
We
Go
say
check
it at
us
the
out.
exact same time.
Joe, go check us out on our socials. We got a Twitter account now.
We got a Twitter account.
I'm not happy with
I'm
this,
not
man.
gonna do
I'm going.
this.
See you
right.
later,
I
lads.
refuse to buy
ladies,
half a
gather
good one,
together, ladies.
everyone. Yep. Dan's left the camera shot. He's still probably listening in the background. We'll see you next week. Bye bye. Dan, come back. He's back, everyone. But we're going. So goodbye. Dan, say goodbye. Oh.
That's weird. Why did you twice?
Hang on.
You can redo it.
I want to see if he does it again.
Maybe it's had an update.
Maybe. That's weird.